The whales were given the power of endless credit cards. The tyrants were gifted castles built on gold. But the people of the North desired, above all else, a place to call home. But they were all deceived, for another alliance was made. In the frozen lands of Whiteout, beneath the storm and snow, the brothers of Nor forged a stronger bond, and into this alliance they poured their loyalty, their laughter, and their will to survive.
Where the cold winds roar, casual players gathered and they opened up the door. No kings upon their thrones, no whales above the rest, just brothers, sisters, fighters, giving every day their best.
While others chased the castles and the power of the crown, Nor was building something that no gold could tear down. A home for every player who was tired of the game, where loyalty meant everything and glory wasn't fame.
Then came the mighty whales with their armies made of fire, walking golden wallets and ambitions climbing higher. They thought that every fortress and every state would bend, but Nor stood in the blizzard and refused to break or end.
Because when the war drums sound, you feel the fever start. A rally call comes pounding deep inside your frozen heart.
Solin lights the battlefield, Solin holds the line,
and suddenly the hopeless fight starts feeling like a sign.
You can buy 1,000 troops, but you can't purchase trust. You can burn a city down, but brotherhood won't rust. The whales can ride their power, let them spend and let them fall, because the strongest thing in Whiteout is the family after all. 'Cause there's just one Nor to stand through storms, and just one flame beside us, one call to bring us all, and in the Whiteout bind us. Just one home to rule us all, and just one fire to guide us, one guild to bring us all, and in true friendship bind us.
The age of whales was rising, so they proudly claimed, with shiny maxed up heroes and another castle named.
They laugh from far above us, you cannot match our might.
But somehow every time we met, Nor still showed up to fight.
Some marched beneath their banners like the whole state was their own, talking like the frozen world belonged to them alone. But castles made of spending crack faster than they seem,
And people fight much harder when they're fighting for a dream.
Solin stood like sunrise with the fire in her hand,
Solin moved like winter steel,
defender of the land. No matter what the scoreboard said, no matter who paid more,
the players always knew exactly what they were fighting for.
every march you send feels a little stronger,
Every loss just teaches you again.
while the whales keep spending even longer.
We keep showing up with all our friends.
I can make you powerful and fear.
That temptation whispers in the night,
Just swipe once more and take the throne.
but that was never really our fight.
We would rather stand with empty pockets,
Then sit alone inside a golden hall.
because kingdoms fall and whales grow silent,
But good friends outlast it all.
'cause there's just one Nor to stand through storms, and just one flame beside us, one call to bring us all, and in the Whiteout bind us. Just one home sirens keep shouting.
The castles keep falling, but North